What's up, guys? Casual Cacao here, and I have got for you guys today, all for the rebels out there, the Anarchist mod. Alright, so this bad boy comes in 3 different versions. It is a brass one that I have right here for you guys, but what it can come with is also a stainless steel version, a brass like this, and a copper version. And they're all logo-less on the tube, and they have Anarchist written down here. We'll go down up close, we'll check it out, but she hits pretty hard. From what I've done on voltage drops, she gets a 0.06 voltage drop. Pretty good, with a 1 ohm coil. When you go down to this, which is like a 0.2-ish, it gets a like 0.5, somewhere around there. So like half a volt you drop. That's pretty good. Pretty good mod. And it has something in this bottom switch, which is very innovative. I haven't seen it in a lot of stuff. I'm gonna drip really quick, and we'll go down and we'll check this guy out. By the way, I'm letting it sit on this new RDA by Infinite, the CLT RDA. I just picked this up today, and I'm liking it. It's 4-post RDA, and you know, I'm not going to get much into that because it's not what we're talking about. We're talking about that Anarchist. But let's go down up close. We'll check her out, see what's under the hood. Alright guys, so here is the Anarchist mod, and it looks really nice. It's got this like brushed finish. I'm sorry the lighting isn't the best. I'm gonna get a desk light, so this will be better in the future, but I'm kind of recording this as the sun's going down, so if it gets darker throughout the video, that's just that. But this is the mod, and as you can see on the bottom, it says, you know, Anarchist, and it has a little skull right there, and you know, it's really cool. And it's got this bottom etching of like the Anarchist logo. I've already seen this on many shirts before this mod has come out, so I don't know how much that logo can really stick. But let's take her apart and let's see what's going on inside this thing, because it's pretty cool. Alright guys, so the Anarchist mod only has just an 18650 tube. It does not have any rings on it to go down to 18500 or 18350 mode. It's only an 18650 device. That is one thing that could be bad about it, but it doesn't come with other tubes that are smaller. It's pretty much meant just for how it is. So this is just a brass tube. It doesn't have any logo on it. You can see I've got, you know, fingerprint marks on it and stuff like that. If you guys hear background noise, it's just, you know, friends and shit, because I totally have friends. As you can see on this top cap, you got your little holes in case you put something that needs the 510 for airflow. You have a copper pin in here, and this is actually a floating pin inside here with this little pin right here that unscrews to adjust your battery rattle. All copper. And right here on the bottom looks like a simple spring-loaded, you know, button, but there's a little bit of a twist here. So if I push this button up, and it's got the little like parts where you can grab with your finger on here, a little bit deep in there, and it's got this Delrin insulator right here, and your vent holes are right down in here too. Little vent holes. Oh yeah, there's in the light. Oh yeah. Alright, we'll unscrew this guy real quick, and let's see the innovation that is going on under the hood. So you just got this little nubbin right here, and you just grab onto the sides. It's got little grip action kind of deal. It's been in other RDAs. And we'll take off the switch. What is that under there? When I first saw this thing, I was expecting a spring, but this little guy right here is what's in there. It's a little piece of metal that has little slits cut into it, and they're all bent up, right? So you get your spring load action. It's thicker than a spring, it won't collapse like a spring, and you get way less voltage drop. I'm going to scoot up a little bit. Here is what looks like a gear as your button, so that's really cool. I like that idea. So this guy just sits right in there, and then you got your little vent holes right there, and since it has these little gear holes right here, it can easily vent. And we'll just stick her right in there like so, and we'll put her back together. So that's one thing I really think is cool about this. Oh, if I can get the screw in there, we'll be golden. There we go. She's going. And I guess you can really adjust your throw with this, but the throw's pretty nice and short, and it's kind of a hard to hit throw. It's not a soft throw at all. It's a really, really, I don't know, dense. I don't know what you want to call it, but it takes some force to hit this button, and it all goes flush there. There's no locking ring. It's all just one thing right here. This is Anarchist. And then, as you know, you might have been able to tell, there's a lot of threading going on right here. A lot of threading. That has to do with voltage drop, and it has a lot of room for threads inside the tube. So when you screw her on, like so, boom, she's together like that. You know, button's doing what it's supposed to do. Look at the top cap here. The top cap has this little pin right here to adjust, and when you can see it's got the floating pin with the Delrin insulator around it. So I punched that in, and we'll stick on our RDA. It stops right there, and we're just gonna screw her down all the way. I did this pretty much to show you guys. Otherwise I would have kept it where it was because it was perfect for this Addy. We're not leaking? Okay, cool, we're not leaking. And boom! Adjusted my airflow, but boom, she's on there. And this can adjust for your battery. So we'll pop in our Sony VC24. Ooh, that was loud. Alright. Boom, this goes in like that. Look at all that threading though. This is... Alright, we're spinning, way too much. Alright, okay, cool, way too much. Alright, I gotcha. Screw her back out. We'll adjust that in. And we should be close. Okay. And I always do the trick. Screw her in like that. Boom. You just wheel it off and on and on and off and on and off. And boom, she's flush and she fires. All night long she fires. And yeah, so all I've got to show you guys is how awesome this thing vapes, and that's pretty much it. I'm really loving this mod, so we'll jump back up close and let's continue to see how well this vapes, because I'm amazed by it. So let's go, shall we? Oh man, I'm just liking this mod. Everything I've put on it is just nice, and it sits flush with your 22mm atomizers. I should have said that in the up close. It's a 22mm device, and you know, using all the goodness it has. The brass one is really good. It has copper contacts, and I like the floating pin idea with the other little pin, so you don't have double pins to deal with. I do like that quite a bit, and it's got some good Delrin insulation. This mod has not gotten hot on me pretty much at all. Like, I put some pretty hot builds on here, and this thing somehow exerts the heat out of it pretty well. So yeah, it's awesome, as you can see. Now I'm out of focus because vapors ran everywhere, but yeah, I'm really liking this mod. I gotta give a shout out to the local shop that I got it from, Fix Vapes. You guys are awesome putting out these guys. I think they ran out of them. They had one stainless, but I think it's gone now. But man, you know what? They keep up with the products. They have a lot of juice to offer, and they're awesome. If you guys live in the San Clemente area, you should check them out because they're pretty sweet, and they're very supportive of me. So, you know, be supportive back, you know. That's how we vapors do it. So yeah, that's all I got for this guy. We can do a little cloud chasing, and then we'll be out of here. And finally a dry hit. That's it, guys. That's all I gotta say for you. If you really like this review, I would sure like. That would be great. Comment below if you got any questions about it. Feel free, you know. I am here to answer. I don't have a huge community to, you know, offer up. So I'll scoot up a little bit and we'll close her out because this thing is dry and I'm done. We're gonna drip a little bit and then we'll be done. That is this review. I'm really liking this. That innovative spring is really cool in this device. I'm really loving that spring, if you want to call it a spring. That piece of metal that's bent up is awesome, and it makes it for a very nice spring, not a very loose spring. It won't collapse on you like a normal spring. It's, I don't know what material, but it's harder than spring material, if that makes any sense. And it makes more of a solid contact than springs do. Springs, you just get the little ring of contact from the top and the bottom when you make it. This one has like 4 different points where it's making the connection, and they're like solid pieces of metal hitting, and it takes away the fact of the spring collapsing, and it takes away the fact that if you drop a magnet mod, you can break your magnets, because magnets aren't that strong. This thing is meant for sturdy, just out there stuff. I have some nicks on it from when I put it in my pocket for keys, so you know I took it out. I took it outside because this thing is awesome. Ran all sorts of addies on it, had no problems. They can all fit on there. It's just wonderful. And this one, you know what? This little CLT puts out. Man, God, I'm just loving this thing. And for next week, what you should be watching is my next review that I just got today, but I gotta test it for a week. I got myself a turtle ship clone from Infinite. This thing is sweet. It's a brass one. Not gonna say anything about it because that's next week's review, but it's, you know, it's pretty good. So that's all I got for you guys today. Let's stop smoking those butts. Keep vaping on.